What's going on, guys? Today I wanted to review two new albums released in the past year. They are both sort of dissonant, almost industrial style black metal. These are going to be Skrying's new album, Omni Malevolence, and Blut's new album, Disharmonium Nahab. So, I'll start with Blut. That's the one that's really fresh in my memory right now because it came out more recently and also because I just love the work he's been doing recently. If you're not familiar, somehow Blut is a French black metal project masterminded by Vinsval. I think he has, various studio musicians who come in and help out, but it's really just the brain product of one guy. There's really a spectrum of Blut releases. There's a lot of like atmospheric sort of nature referencing stuff. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you have more dissonant industrial style black metal, which is the stuff he's been leaning into recently. So Disharmonium, Undreamable Abysses, which came out last year, and then this one, Nahab, are Lovecraft-inspired, really just dissonant, uncomfortable, unpleasant black metal. I think he took what he did on the last record and just really refined it and made it a lot better. This one has some ambient tracks that really break up the flow of the dissonance, so it's almost a more... I mean, it's not necessarily easier to listen to, it's just like there's enough variety that you stay engaged the whole time. Undreamable Abysses was great. I loved that record. It was one of my favorite records of 2022. But there was something, I had to be in the mood for it, I guess is the easiest way to put it. This one's almost a little easier to engage with while still maintaining that same intensity and sort of just swirling dissonance. There are also, much like Undreamable Abysses, there's an array of dynamics on this record. So you do have slower parts, and then you do have the more traditional black metal parts. It's just... I've seen a lot of people saying maybe they didn't really care about this record or it kind of just felt samey, but like I just feel like he has really mastered this style of dissonant black metal. It is unbelievable what he can do without creating like really super memorable riffs, because if we're being honest, this type of black metal is a vibe. It is an atmosphere. It is not really about the specific riffs on the record. So love this record, probably going to be one of my favorite ones of the year. And that brings me to Skrying, who is an American project. Skrying has members of the project Evangelist, which had a sort of fractious moment a couple years ago where they broke into two, and now the status of the band is contested. This is sort of an Evangelist side project with the vocalist Kevin Urout, who is a Portland-based musician. Great guy, great musician, and really just heightens this project. I would say Skrying is a bit more on the death metal side than Blut. It feels a little more industrial, a little more maybe, how do I put this? Like the mechanization of the drums and the instrumentation are part of the presentation, if that makes sense. So it definitely just has that more industrial flavor, but it's still, it's still a black and death metal project. Something I really like about this, as opposed to Evangelist, and I do really like Evangelist, but the songs on this one are shorter, they're a little more focused, sharpened, and just sort of bite-sized, digestible tracks, which I find keeps me engaged over the course of the record. So Skrying, this I believe is their first record, and it is a killer debut, just an incredible release from this project. So highly recommend you guys check this one out, if you are into dissonant black metal, which admittedly a lot of people aren't. So these are probably my dissonant highlights of the year. I do tend to be an atmospheric, melodic black metal type of guy, generally speaking. But when a dissonant band grabs me, it just grabs me in a chokehold, and I just can't stop listening to both of these records. So check them out. Let me know what you guys think. If you have checked it out, let me know if there's anything you want to see me review, and I appreciate you watching. Have a good one.